Okay. Yep. Screw you, OBS. Good afternoon, everyone. Lunchtime. Got an update. So here I am. If anybody can tell me why OBS keeps like unselecting my microphone, I would really like to know why. My options and stuff are locked, so it's not me doing it. So yeah, it's all good. It's all good. And the remote play updated just as I was logging into the PlayStation, so there is a highly, highly good chance that I'm going to have major scuff. Because every time that stupid thing updates, it DCs me constantly. No, we don't want that. But right now we're on the main. We're just going to do a couple little things. That's a lot of crap. Okay. What's over here? Oh. It's an event. When's the event start? The 28th. Okay. Starts on Friday. That seems like a weird day to start.
Let's go.
Ooh, that's a lot of stuff. Ayato. Oh, my Twitch rewards and then the compensation. Right? Yeah. Claim on. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do before we go do the artifact route
Some treasure.
is I'm wanting to do the test run for Varesa. Because for this account, I am actually uncertain if I want her on the account. I am on a 50-50, but I did go up until the very end of Risley's Banner trying to get my C1. Didn't happen. So I am like at 57 or 58 pity. So I'm kind of close to a 5-star. So I'm going to see if I do want Verisa. I really don't want a Constellation on Cloud Retainer because I don't use her. Granted, if I got Verisa, I probably would use her. But Ian-san is kind of the character I'm looking at here because she might actually be beneficial to my account. I don't really know. Um, the idea for Ian-san was I was originally thinking about placing her on Al Haytham's team as opposed to Shinobu, but I don't think that's actually going to work now that I think about it, but we'll see. But yeah, if I don't like Varisa's gameplay style, at least for my main, I'm not gonna bother with it. I will probably try to deal with it on my second account just because I need another DPS. Like, bottom line, I need another DPS to just keeps things flowing correctly. And by that, I just mean give myself some options. Why do you make such, like, novels out of this stuff? I'm gonna see. Do I hold this down? I'm gonna assume I do.
Hurry up,
Okay. So jumping does that. I'm gonna go back and start again. Oh my god. Holy, okay.
Time to roll. Time to roll. Justice will prevail. Nice and spicy. Eat this. Maximum power. It's justice o'clock.
Oh, you went underground, you bastard.
Heads up.
Okay. Hello?
My strength is gone.
I could not recover from that. What the hell? And I'm not reviving her. What the hell?
You asked for it. Wings of darkness. Come, sever night from. I summon thee. Final warning. Hands where I can see 'em. Drop your weapons. Ha!
Okay, if I say retry, will you give me back Marissa? I got caught mid-air and was not able to recover.
Headbutt.
Okay, so you do need to hold it down. Hi, Ann. How you doing?
Time to roll. Antenna, grant me strength. You asked for it. You're toast. Gooba, get the
Apparently my lightning did not
decree.
hit. Oops.
What? Why me? Yeah, oof. Yeah. Hut. Hit. Volcano kablam. Hut. Hut. Hut.
As you wish, maid Fräulein.
Hands where I can see 'em.
Don't make fun. I have absolutely no idea how to use Chevros.
What? Why me? Hut. Hut. Charge.
Okay, she is pretty fun. Doing all right? That's good. I saw that you remember your lunch. So after a plunge with her, you can use her burst. Oh! I didn't say I wanted to retry. You can burst to get the second plunge. Okay. It's just definitely going to take this getting used to. It's not bad. Bad first impression was definitely me getting knocked up in the air during the plunge. So I took the fall damage because I couldn't recover and it just outright killed her. There's my thing. We will worry about making something a little bit later. I'm not quite sure what I'm going to make. Oh my god. Wheel.
Oh, wow.
Wheels on the controller go round and round. Won't worry about that until a little bit later. And then... Yes. Just get rid of that. So yeah, I guess we'll roll on her for a little bit. Trying to get some Eons on cons. If at any point I decide I do not want her and I would rather get a different character, I am skipping the second phase on my main account. Since I have Shalonen, I don't really want cons. I don't really need Venti. So yeah. We'll get some Gamba in. They're probably going to amount to nothing, though. So that's probably, like, I think I was at 58, so 59. 60. Yep. All blue. After doing dailies, I'll probably get one more in. And that might be a purple. It might be. But even if I do get Varese on either account, I'm not going to be building her today, since I still have other characters I am working on. And I kind of should just keep my nose to the grindstone and finish those out. Instead of starting from square one. Now, I will say, if I get Varese on either account, like, this account probably is more equipped for her. I ain't gonna lie. But I think the second account could use her more. I'm doing alright. I am achy as all hell, though. At some point last night, I had gotten up a couple times. One was to use the bathroom. That was fine. One was to get a drink. Also fine, because we have the fan running, and it just dried out my mouth. That's just the way of it, right? At one other point, and I think it was like just before you got up, hun, my neck got very, very stiff and was shooting like sharp pains from that one spot where it got stiff down to about my shoulder blade. And for anyone who's just like, oh my God, it's like, no, I actually know why it did it. It had to be from the way I slept because I have terrible acid reflux. So I have the bed sitting on an incline. And I'm guessing I just was on that incline incorrectly. So my neck got tweaked. It's fine now. I can actually move my head side to side. So it definitely straightened itself out, but achy. Also still a little hungry. What it is about lunchtime, like I eat like either a proper amount or at like a good enough time. So I ate around 10. And I had the rest of the pasta salad that I made for dinner last night.
Teamwork is dreamwork. Let's
And I was fine until like just now when I was just like, man, I'm hungry.
Let me try.
take me up. Huh. Huh.
Whee! I think honestly the only thing I wouldn't do on this account if I am pulling for like Eonson and stuff is just whatever glitter I get, I'm just gonna hold on to. I think that's the play. It's alright. It's alright. It happens. Like, I was more surprised that I had a little bit of the acid reflux issue to begin with. Because that's the... Part of that had to do with the dry mouth from the fan, because the fan is angled just enough so I was getting hit, but I didn't think I was getting hit that much. But I know that's when the acid reflux kicked in, was when I got up to get the drink. But the reason why I say I was surprised by that is that I took some countermeasures before going to bed, and they kind of failed. Now, like, yeah, I ache because of the whole thing from my neck and stuff like that, tweaking out and whatnot. But I do have to point out, a couple years ago, I had a similar issue. I don't know if it was because of the bed, like we inclined the bed for my acid reflux. Um, but the stiffness was so bad in my neck that I couldn't turn my head. Like I could not turn it to, I think it same side. I think it was to the left. Um, so that was a time, and that lasted for like 3 days or something like that, if not the whole week. Yeah, we're having the struggles of the connection staying to the... I almost said PSP. Remote play.
Huh. Everybody stand, get to work. Fulfill our pact. Eat Lolene, eat Papa, get him.
Okay, I did not switch to Bennett.
There's no end to this.
Okay, that's okay. Didn't flip to Bennett, and I held my button down for her to do that, and she didn't do it. My ping looks like it's doing all right, though, right? Yeah, that's on average where it sits, around 49 to 60 on the low end, and then 60 to 70 in the mid, and then unbelievably high when it wants to go crazy. You see this new person I watched this morning that almost had 400 ping, and I was like, 300 is so like when the ping was going absolutely bonkers. Yeah, it was earlier this week. It was like Monday or something like that. I kid you not. It was going from like 80 to the low end to 120 to about 200. So it was like in the yellow. And then I would all of a sudden see it go to 999. And it would just bounce around like that. So yeah, to hear that, oh, 300 is normal, how the fuck do you play this game? Because I couldn't do it when it was bouncing. Good job, Sitlolly.
I'm tired already.
Wasn't very good. I think I've seen most people play at least with the ping in the yellow range, so it's about mid-range. Little bit of a delay, but nothing too terrible if you're a good player kind of situation. Like I said, I have all the respect in the world for players who play with the high ping and actually perform well.
Teamwork is dreamwork. Huh? Show no mercy. Suffer the wrath of Eatly.
Oh, so sorry. Cool it.
Get all the Patooey. Give me all the drops from the Patooey. I am lagging. $80 or lower characters? I know it takes a lot of resources to level your characters to 90, but at the very least, final ascend them and level them to 81 so you know you've ascended them. What AR were they? I asked how long they've been playing, and they said an hour, huh? All right, I will, I'll, I'll take the L on that one too, just because, I got asked what AR I was, and I read it as, what I was doing. Like, a word was missing, like the word doing, and a letter got missed, because I was like, oh, they're probably typing on mobile. That makes sense, because my phone does that too. And not even registering in my head that it was, adventure rank. And she hit the staircase.
Gah.
Why did you struggle with the... Has anybody else been struggling with that stupid railing when you pop up like that? I swear, she gets caught every time. Auroron too. Alright, anyway. Oh! You know what? Before I go into the teapot, I'm not going to do a lot of exploration on the main. Because I want to do stuff on my second account. Since right now I'm all about fixing that shit up. I do want to actually go and get the flowers for, I almost said Mizuki. Again, wrong. Veresa. And see if they can be, collected by the seed box. Because that will help out so freaking much. Okay, no chilies. Don't remember the name either. Okay. That's fine. That is fine.
Overruled. You two! Time to end them! Get to work!
Yeah, you take that 200k damage. Arlecchino, where did you go? Why did you... I swear when they're snapping to all random shit now. Because normally she would snap to the enemy. Or it's always been like that, and I just never noticed. They replaced Kenichi's English VA? Oh, I'm sad about that. I liked his old VA. Okay, so that probably means that a chunk of the voices are there for the Archon quest then. Or whatever the story stuff is. Actually, is it just for Race's quest that's out and not like stuff for the Collective of Plenty? Or is it like an Archon quest thing? I actually didn't look. It said the new stuff would be there and they will gradually replace the older. Oh. Well, I mean, I'm glad to have a spoken dialogue again, so it's not as jarring. But, you know, old voices were cast for a reason. They were very good for the roles. But on the plus side for my favorite characters, which is typically from Fontaine, we did hear that Farina had her voice in the ad making event. And Nuvolette actually had his voice for the voice line on Malvika. So it doesn't look like they're replaced at all. So that makes me happy at the very least.
Freeze.
I don't know how you hit me. But now you die.
Watch this.
Whee! Club quests. I don't think there are any art conquests. Okay. Okay, so this is like the interlude quest line that we had. Like there was stuff there, but it wasn't like directly connected to anything.
What's the hurry?
Everybody stand back! Fulfill our pact! Show no mercy! Eat Laline! Eat Papa! Get him!
And here I was, thinking I was clever. I honestly thought I was gonna hit it from the back when it was dashing away, but no, he moved too fast. All right, we are just going to use the condensed resin I have. Should be you. No, that's the boss. It's you. Use the condensed resin, and then we will condense the other resin and hold on to that. I still wanted to make sure I have a reserve of that fragile resin because I done fucked up. Well, no, the alt I fucked up. This one I was just because of that stupid lag spike. With all the ping. And we'll put in Lolly.
Whatever you need.
Okay. Good luck on the work stuff.
Strike a pose! Let my name echo in Let the mountain's veins boil! Suffer the wrath of Eastling!
Settle down.
So yeah, because of the ping, I meant to farm equity for my Navia, and because of it, I was just like, okay, I can't really do combat comfortably here. I'm not, like, it was so bad I couldn't swap characters at all. So I opted to just condense the resin and whatever. So technically the reserves here are for equity. I'm just making this a little bit easier on myself.
Let the world come alive! Fulfill our pact! Eat Laline! Eat Papa!
Bow your head.
And Nuvolet's Drippin'. Deja vu. I gotta redo the math. I don't know if I wrote down what I needed for Risley in total.
Shower you with praise! Let my name echo in Bring it! Hear the echoes of the valley! Show no mercy! Get to work! You two! Time to end!
Settle down.
Hop. Oh, got a gold. Got a gold. And I have my little fan going because it's getting kind of warm in here, and it on low, I felt nothing.
You time to shine! Show no mercy! Get to work! Eat Laline! Eat Papa!
Silence.
This should be the last one. Yeah. Yep. Not bad. We got 2 golds out of that. Grab the crystal flies. And blam. Go condense the resin. Cool. Back up to 4. Yeah, I guess we can check Risley. Hang on. Yo. Normal attacks, because you're going on the crown. We have enough for that. Hit the wrong button. And then these are only going up to 9s. So we need 24 plus 16. So 38. Yeah. 40. 40. 16. Duh. So we need 8 more? Overachiever. At the very least. All right. All right. Let's see. Layla. Layla, can you just actually just give me 1? No, she can't. All right. So order is done. That's good. That means I can start farming Ballad for Fischl on my main. So that is awesome. Let's change to my friendship team.
Exactly.
I will probably play with a strong box at some point too.
Add Astra
With stuff that I know is garbage.
Thank you for completing.
Because I kind of still need an attack sans for
Add
Arlecchino.
Astra.
Alright, that's good. No, that's... Yes, I can make another wish, but... I wanted that. And... Hand in my flame doohickeys.
Off we go.
Ah, 126. I thought I had more than that. I did. Cool. 2 standard pulls, I'll take it. I'm going to take a quick BRB, hit the restroom. I'll be right back.
Benny's adventure team, assemble! Oh. Or not. Oh, ow! Where did that come from? No one's joined me on an adventure in ages. Come on, let's go! Oh, ow! Where did that come from? Benny's adventure team, assemble! Oh. Or not. Good things come to those who don't wait around. That's what they say anyway. Knowing my luck, the opposite is probably true for me. Benny's adventure team, assemble! Oh. Or not. Let's go find some treasure. Benny's adventure team, assemble! Or not.
I forgot to mute. I forgot to mute the game, so that just sounds weird. Oh well. Sorry, Benny. All right, so we got. I was close to the 5-star here too, wasn't I? Think we can take a looky-loo. Okay, 50, 60. So 66. And 67. Nope. Okay. What are you yelling at me for? Oh, we have new poses. Or new echoes, excuse me. So we have new trailing things for Venti and Dea. Alright, Alright, let's do just enough. See if we can find one of those flowers. That's not it. That is indeed interactable. Okay, how do you use this thing? This is interactable. I just did the elemental sight thing to it. How do you make it run? Okay. Okay, so you just sprint. Oh. Bah. Hmm. I got rid of my Saurian. Oh, that's Farisa. I don't want to talk to her yet. Are you serious? I'm over here!
Hello there. Huh? Wait, you're the Traveler in Paimon! I've been waiting for you.
Whoa, you know us? Huh, we've really made a name for ourselves.
Paimon, it is not surprising that people around Natland know who the Traveler is. But you're the companion to the Traveler, so yes, they would know who you are. You saved the entire freaking nation.
Wait, but did we even tell anyone we were coming to the Collective of Plenty?
Oh, you didn't know? Coach Yan-san said she invited you to our tribe, so I came out here to wait for you while I did some training. And now you're actually here. I can't believe it. This is great.
Surely we're not that big of a deal.
You're the heroes who defeated the Abyss. You're a huge deal to everyone in Natlan. I've heard the story of Tumaini so many times I can practically recite it by heart. I've been so excited to meet you ever since Coach Yan-san told me you might be coming. Oh, my name's Veressa, by the way. Not sure if Coach mentioned me before.
Oh, yeah! The name sounds familiar. During the Abyss invasion, we asked Ian-san if the Collective of Plenty needed any help, but she said that Veressa had it all under control.
Not really. It was all Uncle Akatl. All I did was clear out a few monsters. Just thinking about the invasion gives me chills even now. But that's in the past. The Collective of Plenty fared pretty well, all things considered. We finished our repairs, so now it's just a matter of helping out the other tribes. Come on, I'll take you to our camp.
Great, let's go!
Wonderful. I didn't want to start this. I was literally trying to avoid it. Yep, you go and do that. Oh, I have to kind of follow her. I'm at least wanting to unlock this. Oh, maybe I don't. Oh, that's just a mushroom. I was like, what are you? Okay. That's one of the challenge ones. It's good to know. Those are the rocks for Eon-san. This is honestly probably where I should have my Nouvellette team for Shalonen. Alright, there's the statue. I have none. Okay. Yep, good job, Silali. Land in the fire. Okay, I want to say there was some down this way. All I want to check is just to see. Doors, am I right? Now, was it a situation of somebody being dumb on reporting it or just a dumb door? Because it could be both. Okay, there's one of the flowers. Okay. So let's see. We got the box equipped. Yes, they do have seeds. They do give seeds. And I see treasure boxes abound here. Serious? Why are you being...
Let's light it up! Transfixed! Fulfill our pact!
Can she not break those?
Witness my
And I took Takaya. I want to point that out.
overruled! Go on, take them. I'll thank the stars for you later.
Ooh, precious. Can't fix it. She does. Oh, she doesn't attack in the aim mode. That's interesting. I actually never noticed. That is so dumb. Okay, cool. Go grab this. Oh, I'm close to the entrance. I wonder if I can go hit that. Capybara, what have you been doing down here? Okay, we're not doing that time trial. That's fine. I got my answer. So we'll plant two. I think I only grabbed two of them, so. But that's okay.
This realm is...
Oh, hello. I I don't know if I like this interface. I kind of feel like there was no point in that. Was it to show more on the screen? To give a better picture of what this is or something?
If you ever had...
We'll definitely have to make it a point to go gather some seeds. Definitely have to make it a point. Alright, let's bring you back to Fontaine. And then I'll flip accounts and see what we can do there. Close. Okay. Alright, there's a 4-star. What do we get? Hey!
Hi there, I'm Ian-san, from the Collective of Plenty, and I'm the most well-known fitness coach in my tribe.
You look like you're in pretty good shape. Do you work out too?
Alright, and we'll do one more. See what this gives us. Back to back? No. But at least we have C0 Ian-san.
I've read almost every novel.
That's great, Sit Lolly. We haven't done her trial yet, so I'm not going to be able to ascend her. But I'll level her to 20. Alright, that's cool.
From Yai Publishing House. Pretty normal. Right?
Absolutely. Newer character. Here she is. I do find it funny that, like, when you look at the portraits on Star Rail, there's such much more personality to the characters because it's just taken from their splash arts, and these just look like mugshots, which is really funny when you consider Nouvellette. All right, I'm going to be right back. I'm going to come back on the second account, and we'll do some pull-in and continue on polishing all the things that we have on there. Be right back. Okay, there I'm back again. It's like I never left. Get all this stuff out of the way. Oh, wait. Let's hold up on that for 1 second. And we'll just grab my daily login. I don't think it's anything important. It's adventurer XP. I ain't gonna complain. I will never say no to books. We'll get the notification, but this is just gonna stay lit because I'm not doing this just yet. Like making the elixirs. I have stuff I can throw into it, but because I have so few artifacts on the account, I probably just recycle it into artifact XP. If that's my honest opinion. Game, sweetie. Well, we can tell I didn't do a lot of stock up stuff on that.
If you keep your eyes peeled.
Alright, we won't do trials just yet, but we will kick stuff off here. We have quite a few pulls. Now, here's the thing with the glitter here. I technically have 6 wishes. I'm at 0 pity. I could use it for that. I am actually, if I get enough before the month ends, I'm going to grab Sink Cho out of the shop because that would make him C6. I believe. So I would rather get my C6 out of the way because I don't know when Sink Cho's going to rerun again. Even though he is a more popular character or usable character that they like throwing on banners. Oh, he's C4. I thought he was C5. Well, then that's not really going to make a hell of a lot of difference. Again, I thought he was C5. Then maybe I won't. We'll see. We'll see. Alright, let's do... I was gonna do the wishes, but let me do my artifact. I am hitting the map, you motherfucker! Thank you! Let's do this really quick. I think it's close to 1, if not 1 o'clock right now. Yeah, it's after 1. So I just gotta remember that for tomorrow. And we'll obviously go to the flame and stuff too, just to grab all that stuff before making the wishes. And then I will go to Dea's domain to farm Praxis. Thankfully, Dea only needs a little bit of Praxis, because I'm only really focusing on her skill, not her burst. Burst will get leveled at some other point, but I'm just focusing on her skill.
Let's fly.
And to tell you what the dumb move I did. So Sunday, I had it in my head that my main would farm Ingenuity to finish out Alhatham's books, and I did. And that this account was going to farm Diligence to finish out Zhangling. And that way, today, I would have been like, not today, yesterday, I would have been, all right, I'm going to farm Kindling or something like that. Because Tuesdays is like the day for everybody and their mother to get talent books. Unless you're from Leeway, and then everybody needs Guides to Gold. So I just teleported to the domain, went in, and fought. Every time I've done that, it has always put me on the one I'm going to farm. This is without me going through the book or the character menu and selecting the book to teleport. Like, it just happens to be on the one I need. But for whatever reason, I didn't check it, and I just went in. And I ended up farming, oh, guess what? Guides to Gold and not Diligence. So it's fine. Baiju and Sink Cho can use it. But that put me a day behind with Zhangling. So I finished out Zhangling yesterday. So her Pyronado is crowned. And she has a level 9 skill. which, you know, I can crown it at some point, but right now it's not a necessity. So with that being done now, today should finish up Dea. I will have to check what other things are available today for the characters I use, for the current teams I have. And see what I can farm then. But as for this week right now, I wouldn't have to worry about that until Saturday if I do finish the Praxis run. Thursday is kind of open for the characters I have, so I am just going to do the weekly bosses tomorrow. And again, that was something I was going to do Monday, but the ping problem made me go, yeah, I wouldn't even attempt that on my main. My alt would not have a chance. Whee! So that's going to be basically the boss days for the coming weeks. For right now, my main's going to be fighting them on Tuesdays, because funny enough, I don't really need any talent books on a Tuesday for team comps that I have going right now. And the bosses are going to stay the same for a little bit. So, like, so on my main, I fought Scaramouche because I still need it for Alhaitham, right? Especially because Alhaitham shared the same item as Shalonin, and I did Shalonin first. I got one drop for that, and then another of one of the ones I didn't need. I don't think it was the puppet string. I wouldn't be upset if it was the puppet string, because I still need for Dea, but I got one of the Alhaithams and then one of the other two, right? And I went, how many things do I need? So I need 7, because I have 1. And then I would need, is it 7? Because it's 6 to crown. And then, yeah. And I already have 1. So I need 7 in total to craft everything I need to triple crown Alhaitham. I was like, well, that's not a lot, I guess. But how many solvents do I have? My main account, this account too, actually, but my main account is still struggling to get solvents. And I had been using them, don't get me wrong, I have used a chunk of them to get what I need to done. But I'm only sitting on 14 of them.
Let's fly.
So it's really hard for me to go, yeah, I'm just going to outright and do it just so I can stop doing this. Like I said, Scaramouche is still something I need to farm, kind of. Because of Dea. I don't think I have anybody else that uses him. That's not already leveled. And I was like, it might be better if I did solvent the stuff for from Skara. I have 21 of one of the items. It's not the puppet string. It's the other one. And I'm like, I have 21 of these things. What the heck?
Smile.
So yes, I have plenty of things to transmute for Alhaitham. It would just take half of my solvents, and that's the problem. So I don't know. I almost feel like I was using them willy-nilly. But at the same time, I'm like, nah, if the fight was easy enough, I definitely wouldn't have used it. I know I used it out of frustration for Arlecchino. Not so much the fight, although the fight a little bit. It was just the fact that, like, for a month straight I was not getting Arlecchino's item. So I was just like, screw it, give me her, just let me have her talent crowned, please. Okay, I'm pretty sure I hit the butterfly. Pretty sure. And yes, I did do that puzzle on this account. I apparently didn't on my main. Is C5 the burst for him for Alhaitham? I think so. Oh wait, no, Sing Cho. Funny enough, I think it is for Alhaitham too. Game. If it is the rain cutter one, I probably should. Increases the level of fatal rain screen by 3. So no, that should be a skill. Game, why? Why you do that? Why are you not reading buttons proper? Talent. Yeah, it's his skill, not his burst. I have the one for his burst.
Someone told you the Masters of the Night Wind is a tribe of weirdos? Who else is there? I thought I was the only one.
What are you going off about, Aurora Run? I mean, don't get me wrong, like, leveling his, skill and burst is not bad. I have them both crowned on my main. So yeah, that's the other, like, little rut thing I feel that the account is in. Is, like, I'm farming the same bosses over and over. Over here.
Let's fly.
And it just feels like that's going nowhere because I keep getting the same drops from things. Are you seriously still alive? But it's like, well, you can solvent it and, you know, you're getting your drops that way. But if the solvents are so few and far between. So that's where I was also feeling stuck on both accounts, mind you. Because funny enough, I think I have around the same amount of solvents I do on this account. Okay. I don't know what you're doing, game, but you need to knock it
Let's
off.
fly. Locked on. Take me up. Bullseye.
Kaboom. That cat can talk. Whee! Okay, cool. Not so cool. Could you not, game? Like I said, the remote play updated, so now it's gonna struggle even more. I don't know why that's a thing. I think the thing I hate the most about that, though, is like, I don't have the option not to update it, like skip the version, right? But it's also not telling me what it's updating, like, what, bugs they fixed or whatever. It's just like, new version. Sometimes a new version isn't the best.
Another test subject.
Locked on.
Picked the wrong test subject.
Open
Wakey
fire.
wakey, Sugar Plum. I need to double check. I can't remember if I used the transmuter on this account yet or not. I think I did. Oh, Chaska, when will you rerun? Honestly, out of all the reruns, I think Chaska's the one I'm looking forward to the most. Like, I wouldn't mind getting constellations on this account for her. I want to get her on my main. Malvika probably is the next one that I would want to. I was a little bummed that Sitlali and Malvika were on the same banner. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I'm not gonna sugarcoat that. I was disappointed that they were. But, you know, for my main, it's just like, okay, it sounds like Sitlali is going to be the best option for me for Arlecchino, which is why I was getting her. And it's like, oh yeah, if you get her C1, she becomes like best in slot for Nouvellette as well. And it's like, you know what? I'll take a backup to Kazuha as well. I'll go for C1. And I know the Archon will rerun. My button didn't press. At any point, because all the Archons do. So I'm like, all right, I'll wait to get Malvika on a rerun. I'm more disappointed that I did lose my 50-50. It took so much finagling on this account to get the wishes needed to get the 5-star, and to go so far into pity and lose was just, ugh, it hurt. Yeah, it gave me Tainari, which was fine. C1 Tainari, I'm not gonna sneeze at because I do use Tiggy. But it still hurt. I smell pizza. Wonder if somebody's like eating pizza outside or something.
Locked on.
But it's that distinct smell that you get when you go inside to pick up a pizza from any place. Or do I just really want pizza? Maybe I just really want pizza. Can't make a pizza. I don't have the stuff for it. Alright, I do want to see this. Let me go into the Imaginarium Theater. Which the theater will reset in next week, actually. I still need to do the Abyss on this account. Oh, preview triangle. What the hell is that? Are those chains? And there's Venti. Venti's is fine. Venti has like the feathers and the flowers. I don't mind that. Dea's looks weird. Cookie. Wolfie, where are you? Wolfie. Did they add any, like, tricks? Or was it just the... Barbara Bijou? Okay, so these were from when the theater updated. We're gonna grab Bijou's, because we like Bijou. Just the echoes, yeah. So probably on the first, when it changes over, we'll get new poses. See, I thought those all came out at the same time. Don't... You're cute, but don't push me. How dare you? Alright, let's do... Meow. Then I gotta check to see how many books Dea needs. Nope, I can only do it the one time. Are you serious? That is so sad. I thought I had honestly, on this account, I thought I had way more sigils. Huh. Well, huh. No, I don't. I have gotta remember I have a bunch of these. I can go get more if I need them. Okay. We are doing good. I can make 2 goblets. That's good to know. I have 9. I have less than my main on here. But that's because I was actively using them to make sure I could get my talents up to 8 for my main squads. Poses over. Every IT update echoes on patch updates. Oh, okay. All right, I need to go up here because I want a crafting bench. I was a dum-dum. This is gonna take longer. I meant to claim this first. I should actually see if I do have a character that can double or something in another region. And maximize everything. I do want to keep getting the ores because I can't be bothered to go mine. Like, I'm going to keep saying that because I know there's going to be somebody going, like, you should just go and mine. It's like, but I don't want to. All right, we can condense. We'll just condense and do 1 extra should I need to. Dea. Elemental burst. So we're at 22? Oh, that's not terrible. We only need 6. So probably like 3 runs could net us that depending on how lucky we get. Okay.
Strike a pose! Let the world come alive!
Go! You're free now! Yeah! Farewell!
Hold that pose! Let's run! Bullseye!
Raspberries. Huh, I thought... Okay, sure game. Okay. I could have sworn I hit the square button.
Showering you with praise. Time to shine.
Tell me what you see.
Hard-hitting exclusive. Smile. Take me up. Bullseye.
But actually, having extra practice isn't bad because I will level Dea's burst just to get the little damage out of it. Oh, cool, 1. But her burst is not the main focus.
Strike a pose. Let my name echo in.
Not too far now.
Oopsies, wrong button.
You're free now. Too slow.
Breaking news. Say cheese. Open fire.
Oh. That's 2.
Yoo-hoo! Time to shine.
Tell me what you see.
Hard-hitting exclusive. Smile. Let's fly. Open fire.
Can we get the 3rd? Yes. All right. So we have 1 condensed. Is there... I mean, Ballad, probably? Because the 2 teams I was focusing on were this team here and Mulaney's team.
Woo!
Mulaney, I think, actually has her books to do this. Yeah, she has the books to do this, so I don't actually need to go farm this. Besides, it's not the right day to do that. So I guess Ballad is the only other one I need at this moment in time. Same with Guides to Gold. That would be Sing Cho, but Sing Cho is not in the official team right now, so it would be Tainari's team. And that we have Fischl. So let's grab Fishy. And we'll use the last one in here.
Off we go. Let the mountain's veins boil.
All right.
Buckle up. Ha! You're toast. Carving waves. Check this out. Best of luck. Ha! Kya!
Out of the frying pan, into the fire. Ha! Ha! Bastard.
Oh my god.
Look alive.
Frickin' Mualani.
Bring it. Letting brave names echo.
Eat this! Booba, get the carving waves!
Alright, maybe in this situation, for farming this domain, I'll bring Kazuha instead of Mualani. Or Chaska. I could put Chaska in there. Alright. So Fischl is now officially underway. Haha, fish. I'm dumb. I needed 28, and I counted 25. I'm stupid. I need 3. Which I should be able to craft. Absolutely no problem. And I realized that after I left the domain, by the way. That's fine. Do it, Eula. Hey, look at that. Oh, I need the puppet strings still. Okay. So Dea is set. She just needs 4 of the puppet strings. So that's good. That's really good. All right, so then Tuesdays are now for kindling. Mondays I have nothing at the moment. I will need Mondays for Tainari at some point, but he's not the primary DD for the 2 teams right now. So then Monday would be for like bosses and either materials or doing artifacts, which I might just do artifacts if I'm being honest, just to try to catch people up on some builds. Like Chaska's team is totally fine. If I am being really honest, I don't think there's really much wrong with Chaska's team. Yes, there are things that need to be tweaked, but I don't think it's bad. Okay, Charlotte, I don't really care about her skill too terribly much. Yeah, she's on 2-piece Cinder City, but because she's with Auroron, that's fine. Then he's on 4-piece Cinder City, which... Yeah, I mean, if I wanted him to do more damage, yeah, more crit damage is fine. But he has 66 crit rate. He should be able to proc the Favonius enough. She just has the Favonius for ER. And she has the Favonius for ER. Honestly, I would like to get her a little bit more crit. And here's the thing. I probably would consider getting Flusandra on this account for her. Just because I have 2 other favs on this specific team. If Farina goes to another team, then by all means, I can put her back on fav. And she's on an R1 fab. I think I have 2. Yeah, Shalonen has the other. So probably if I get another fav, I'll refine Farina's specifically. But all right, so you're fine. And then Chaska looks like this. She's getting 40% from Codex. So she has like an 88 crit rate over 259. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. And this is on not her signature. I tried. So yeah, her stuff is not terrible. Like this could be better. This actually just got all defense. If this had attack, it would be way better. But you know what? I ain't gonna freaking sneeze at it. I say with like the feathers and stuff. So like I just need to worry about some other substats, but I'm not gonna sack my crit damage for it either. Shalonen, what are you at? 59, kind of respectable, close to 60. That's respectable for her to proc fav. 176, I think that's fine for her ER because she is the healer on that team. She's almost at 3k defense. So she's good. 610 elemental mastery is actually not that bad. And he's on 4 stars. So we definitely need to fix Kazuha. He's not being used primarily right now, but he is somebody that does slot in a lot. So I should actually take that into consideration. Eula's been benched. Baiju, again, he's one of the ones that I've been slotting in. He is back on the prototype Amber. I do want him with more ER, so I would need to figure out sets and stuff like that. He's rocking Noblesse right now. But I think I had the start of a Deepwood? I might have had a start of a Deepwood set for him because I was farming for Nahida. Nahida actually is not that bad. She's a little bit more on a damage build than oh, ignore that. Because she was using the Witsith. So that was Mualani's weapon. Tainari. Okay, again, Tainari's not terrible. He definitely needs more crit rate or crit damage though. But he has an R3 Amos bow. Ask me how I feel about that. But he has some good stuff. Like that's actually a really good Dendro cup. Crit rate could be better. I don't think I have another crit rate on set, and that's the only reason he has it is because it's on set. That's pretty good. That's damn good. And I have him on attack stance. Looks like he wants EM, but the EM pieces I have look like this. Although that one's not bad. If it rolls all into crit, I would change it. What's your attack at with Amos? 2200 with Amos. And then Mualani got better. Again, she has Codex, so she has a 90 freaking 8 crit. So she should ABC always be critting. Dea's rocking Millilith. Again, she's just there for her skill. She's just there to make sure Mualani doesn't fall off the shark. Mika's been benched. Kaya's kind of been benched, but I do want to make sure I upkeep his stuff. Kuki is low on the EM, honestly. But she does have EM Sands, EM Gob. Yep. And the healing bonus head. That's the only difference. And the healing bonus head does not have EM in it. And then this has EM. That's pretty good. That one doesn't have EM. So I was trying to get a Songs of Days pass out with EM just to help boost a little bit of Tainari's damage. Official's build's better than my mains. And unfortunately, she's C0 here.
Universe.
And she's gonna yap. The yapper. So yeah, like her ER actually isn't terrible. I haven't noticed too big of a problem with her ER. And I believe she's actually on an attack stance. Yeah. So again, bunch of copium stuff, but the build is not bad. Xingqiu is... yeah. Xingqiu has no crit to speak of, although I did move a couple of his pieces to Zhangling since I'm actually actively using her. Bennett has okay stats, specifically the ER. Yeah, she is now at 51. She was at like 30 or something like that before I gave her one or two of Xingqiu's pieces. So again, that's a work in progress with the artifacts, but I wanted to do talents first because it's a guaranteed upgrade in damage. So I keep doing star rail controls, jeez. But as you can see, she's at level 9 and crowned on her skills. So awesome. So Zhangling at this point just needs artifacts. Where are we at with you, Benny boy? Okay. Weak. Okay, that's good. I think I was just doing that just to see what I needed for Dvalin, but I have I have Dvalin's pieces. I would just need this. Which is not totally important right now. So Bennett could get this. When is you have what, resistance? Okay. All right, maybe we do resistance before kindling and finish out Bennett. Because that's a one and done thing, right? He just really needs his burst. So that means I don't actually have to fight Dvalin. Well, it's a good thing I looked at that. All right, so Benny boy, Benny boy. Why did I say I needed 6? Man, math really took a hit when I made my notes. So, as of right now, I don't need to fight Dvalin for a weekly boss. Do need Skara. Do need Mualani. And by Mualani, I mean the whale. Okay, well, I guess I'm going to have to take a peek and see who I need. Because again, Bennett is one of those characters that gets slotted in specifically for Chaska, so. Well, then, that's actually a pleasant surprise. All right, it's about that time. So let's do my polls. And like I said, I will hold on to my glitter and make my decision about the Sing Cho. Oh, right, I didn't get the things from the tree. I'm sad at myself for that. All right. We're at 0 pity. So here we go. 10. Okay, got. I wasn't expecting the back-to-back Gaming. Fab Greatsword, okay. It's like, here's 2 Gamings. Here's a sword for Gaming. And it's like, okay, thank you. All right. Not a bad first temple, gotta say. All right, 20. Okay. 30.
Hi there, I'm
There's the
Ian-san
Anson.
from the Collective of Plenty.
And we're gonna skip it just because we heard it on my main. Alright, so we got 1 Ian Sun. That's good. Okay. We'll do singles. We'll do singles. Why not? Actually, you know what? No, we'll leave it. We'll leave it for now. Sheb was the other one. I was like, who the frick is the other 4-star on here? Alright, so 30 pulls in. Again, we'll just get you to 20. So I haven't done your trial yet. Gaming. You are now C3? He is now C3. Oh, there we go. Alright, I will still, build up some pity and stuff like that too. Again, Varesa would be fun and have, nice to have a another DPS, but at the same time, it's just like, if I pull on the banner, don't get her, but I get the constellations I want for Ian-san, I will more than likely just hold out for Malvika. Because I know Malvika is OPAF. Well, I threw some older artifacts on you. Was I actually thinking about leveling you at some point? I might have been. Ian-san! So we know what we're gonna throw on you. Where is it? I apparently didn't finish leveling it. But we'll give her that. And she more than likely is going to want this and attack. Oh, I do have another crit rate. With the ER on it, that's fine. I'm going to assume Eon-san wants attack, but I think she also wants Electro. I'm not sure. So we'll skip that. Ah, because you already have the double crit. Double crit. And then we have one that's defense. Okay. Oh, ER, ER. You probably want ER because you are a hungry gal. Wait, I have another one with crit rate ER? Crit damage ER. I have a lot of crit damage ER ones. Okay, this one with crit rate. We'll go with that one. Okay, so then we just gotta figure out what this is. I'll sit on it. That's actually not going to be bad for her because it has the ER in it plus the crit rate. What's your crit rate at right now? 16. That's cool. But your headpiece isn't leveled, right? Yeah, that makes sense. All right, that's where I'm going to end it today. That took me a little bit longer than I wanted to, but we'll go do some exploration tomorrow, and let's see. I got to figure out the third weekly boss now that I don't have to do Dvalin right now. The only other character that would need Dvalin is Beto, and she's kind of benched, so I'm not going to worry about it too much. Um, so yeah. Or maybe we just do 2 weekly bosses and we start like farming for Eon San or something like that. I don't necessarily want to pre-farm for Veresa. Again, I'm 50-50. I don't really want to quote unquote waste the materials if I can't get her. But we can also do Veresa's story quest, which means we can get materials for her to get her to 60 at least if we do get her. So that's not necessarily a bad thing. Ow. I don't know if you heard that. My back popped. But I'll see everybody tomorrow for some more shenanigans. And I hope you all enjoy the patch. It's something to actually do. So until then, take care, everybody.